What's up, NBA fan? What's up, all sports fans? This your boy JB, host of the Behind the Bench podcast network and channel. Just wanted to give a shout out to the rest of the crew. I'm talking about Shy, Kelvin, and Jermaine. And for everyone who's tuning in, I hope that you support Behind the Bench, become a subscriber, and help make this show the best that it can be. Now, in regards to NBA action from last night, we saw what turned out to be a thriller between the Phoenix Suns and the San Antonio Spurs. Now, throughout the course of the game, Phoenix had control. Kevin Durant was playing great. And they held a double-digit lead until their fourth quarter. I mean, they dominated. Kevin Durant with 26 points. We had Eric Gordon with 20 points. Grayson Allen with 19 points. Yusuf Nurkic with he had a double-double, 12 points and 12 rebounds. Yuta Watanabe, 11 points. And Josh Okogie, 11 points. They had 6 players with double figures last night. But was what I'm perplexed about is what's going on with Bradley Beal. What is going on with him? I don't think he's played one game for the Phoenix Suns. That includes the preseason game. So he must be dealing with a serious injury. I think they said something's going on with his back. And then Devin Booker has been out since the season opener. So Kevin Durant has had to hold down the fort. But eventually, they missed Booker and they missed Beal because the Spurs did the improbable and came back and won that game. And I believe the Spurs, when you have a big man like that, and Victor Wembanyama, even though he's only 19 years old, but his main attribute is his height. And he is athletic enough to, pose a problem on defense. Blocking shots, disrupting shots, even disrupting the passing lanes. And the Spurs came back and won that game last night. Led by Keldon Johnson, 27 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. And then Wembanyama, he came on strong in that fourth quarter. And I think he's having a darn good rookie year so far. 18 points, 8 boards. He's doing his job. Zach Collins, their starting center, who re-signed with the Spurs with an extension, 14 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. Devin Vassell, he had a strong game last night with 18 points. 6 boards, 5 assists. Trey Jones with 10 points. And C.D. Osman with 9. And then Jeremy Sockin with 8 points. They came back and won that game by the score 115 to 114. And it came down to 2 possessions. Kevin Durant, I won't say he turned the ball over, but they took the ball from him and scored to take the lead in that game. And then in the end, Kevin Durant missed a corner 3-point shot, and the Spurs won that game. So as of right now, both teams are 2-2, 4 games into the season, and that could be a game that can come back and hurt Phoenix down the road when it comes to seeding. But I can see the Spurs possibly winning between 34 to 35 games this year. I really can see them doing that. Zach Collins is a solid player. And they do have some offensive punch. But Phoenix, see, this is the problem, when you change your whole roster up and you get rid of and I know that they made that trade to get Kevin Durant, but nonetheless, you traded McCall Bridges, who is the new NBA Iron Man. He hasn't missed one game in his career. That's an attribute. That's a strength, and then they traded Cameron Johnson. They let Cameron Payne walk, you know what I'm saying? And a good backup centers like JaVale McGee and then even a Bismack Biyombo. And when you do that, it's really more unpredictable than not. You see what I'm saying? Where you throwing all your chips in, and now going into the season, guys are hurt already. So, good win for the Spurs, man. And I know they amped up. That can carry over to their next game where who knows, if they win, They above 500. They 3-2. You see what I'm saying? But that was a that was a heck of a finish last night. And there's a Phoenix has talent. They have, at full strength. I mean, they will be dynamic per se, but I believe their main issue is they don't have a point guard. You can't masquerade and have a small forward or a two guard play the point. Especially when it comes to playoff basketball. You see what I'm saying? And I believe that's going to be a major problem for Phoenix throughout the course of the season. But great win by the Spurs. And like I said, a perfect example of how strong this Western Conference is going to be, where you really can't take a night off. You really cannot afford to do that and play lax and, as they say, play down to the competition, because you can mess around and get beat. So I just want to drop that nugget. Until next time, this is JB for BTB Behind the Bench.